The following podcast contains strong language and alternative facts. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Heel Podcast. Over the airwaves and under the influence, we are Turning Heel.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Turning Heel's coverage of Wrestlemania Week. With me, the Grizz, Rootin' Tootin' style, and with me as always is Chris motherfucking Hughes.
Well, howdy there, Grizz.
Howdy there.
Oh.
What a mighty fine hat you got on there, sir.
Yes, it's a hat that I purchased from an Irish theme bar.
Oh, why don't you show me where that bar is? I could sure go for a jar of moonshine.
At almost £5 a pint, I don't think you can.
Oh, where are we going? Waxy O'Connor's?
Oh.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Waxy O'Connor's.
Like I said earlier, one day you'll come over to the podcast and not complain about spending money. One day.
Ugh. Then why is life so fucking expensive?
Just do what I'm planning on doing. I'm just going to run
Kill
away
yourself?
in America and
Oh.
eat, like,
Jeez.
out bins and stuff.
Yeah, you'd probably get more good sustenance from American bins than some restaurants in Scotland. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Ooh. Depends on the restaurants, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
It's our final episode of our WrestleMania coverage.
It's the final countdown. I just hit my nose on the fucking mic.
Tomorrow afternoon/evening here, there'll be 80,000 fans crammed into the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Sorry, Silverdome.
Brother.
Just witness, which I think is probably got a very high chance to be the best WrestleMania in a very long time.
Like, see, the thing is, like, okay, we're all going to accept Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, yada, yada, yada. There is honestly at least 2 matches on this card that could go on last and absolutely deserve it more. What do you reckon?
There's 3 matches, I think.
3? Okay.
Well, 2 for their merits. 3
Okay.
for
Yeah. Right, I feel
the
you.
media coverage.
I feel you. Okay, well, you know what? This is going to be a fucking long one. Let's not pussyfoot about it.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to be. But,
like WrestleMania itself, like...
Yeah, or WrestleMania. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling I'll be sitting in that fucking stadium for at least 8 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just hope the beer's cheap.
Oh, bless. You know it's not.
Oh yeah, I know. And I hope Austin doesn't come out when I've already had a few and I don't waste $18 again.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to go and watch this in Preston, and I have a train for 20 to 7 in the morning set. So hopefully it'll be done by 20 to 7 in the morning.
It should be.
But I'm honestly expecting this thing to be done by 6 this year. It was done by about
I think
5.
I think it'll finish at midnight local time. That'll be about 6 a.m. here.
Yeah, it was finished about 25 past to be generous last year. And yeah, there was a train about that time, but like I'm not willing to miss like the end of a show again because it pissed me off so much the last time.
Even if it's Brock versus Reigns.
Well, the thing is,
because like I've said before, if that match goes on last, I am genuinely boosted to Bourbon Street and beating the crowds.
Yeah, why the fuck not? But last time I hammed it was Triple H versus Roman Reigns, and I watched that match. I was raging. Like, I know it wasn't going to be the best match in the fucking world, but I was still annoyed that I was missing something live and get the reaction that everybody else in the pub was doing. I know it wasn't last year; it was the year before.
Yeah, I know. We all know your story of last year.
Yes. Pause. Yeah, it just annoyed me. I didn't want to see the match, but I didn't want to miss the match, if you know what I mean. So I watched it the next day. It was shit, and I was incredibly disappointed. But I would have much rather have seen that shit match with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a shit match with people can make a shit match tolerable. But if you watch a shit match on your own, you're just bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Waiting the inevitable. Except the Spirit Stephanie McMahon, that was pretty great. Sometimes she needs to be taken down a fucking peg.
Then she went through a table last year.
I know. And then this year...
I'm pretty sure this year Ronda Rousey's going to tap her out.
No, she's going to break her fucking arm. It's going to be great.
It's going to be
It's
great.
going to be great. Ronda, you go out there and you break my daughter's arm. It's going to be great.
And before you know it, I'll be selling cereal. Frosties, to be precise.
Vincios. Right. Vincios. They're going to be fired.
They're going to be breakfast.
What a rush.
Right, shall we
They're
get
going
into
to be
this?
so full of sugar. That's what you're saying. What a rush.
Shall we get into this mammoth of a card?
Right, okay. We're going to play a game after we've got through this card. It's going to be called What Matches Are on the Pre-Show?
Yeah.
Ding. Which,
gonna be-
I'm assuming there's going to be at least 3.
Yeah.
There was last year, so... Let's do this shit.
Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Opening match that we're going to talk about. It's going to be Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Mustafa all the way.
Yep, 100% Mustafa. I think I really, really don't want Cedric Alexander to win it. I just find him so fucking boring. And to be fair, I felt the same about Mustafa Ali until he started churning out these awesome promos. And like now see he's actually capable of doing it.
Mm-hmm. And he's been churning out amazing matches as well recently.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. This tournament's been is an absolute masterstroke with WWE.
It's been a godsend for 205.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, see, the thing is, like, as I've said before, about, I think it was like maybe the week before or 2 weeks before the tournament started, Cedric and Mustafa Ali had about a fucking near 20-minute, like, I wouldn't say classic, but it was like phenomenal match. And I get the feeling like this is probably partially where the idea of the tournament came, just a couple of weeks later after the Enzo thing went down. And clearly having the two of them in the final makes a shit ton of sense. Like, after that amazing match, I mean, I wish it was a bit different. To be honest, I kind of wish fucking Manders and Roderick Strong were in the finals, because I think they could put on a decent match as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, not decent, but a great match. But yeah, well, but Mustafa Ali, and I agree with the promos and everything. They've been fantastic, and I'm really interested to see if he pulls out.
It just shows you give these guys a bit of creative control, or a bit of creative opportunity. That's maybe a better term to use. And just watch them fucking shine.
See, that's the thing. There's a lot of like 205 Live that's got so much more. Like, it's just little things like fucking Drake Maverick coming backstage and saying to Tony Nese and Drew Gulak, like, two of you are like two of the greatest wrestlers in the whole world. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, Drew Gulak, you're playing about the fucking PowerPoint presentations, and Tony Nese, you're more obsessed with your fucking 8 abs than winning matches. Like, get a grip. And now fucking Drew Gulak got through the semi-finals, which a fucking couple of months ago seemed like the most far-fetched thing, because Drew Gulak can win a match to save his life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, just little things like that. And see the fact that, like, Mandrews was on 205 this week. He's going to be in 205 next week. I like the idea of them just keep Mandrews in 205. He doesn't need to be near the UK division. He's not that I'm going to say he's better than that, but I just feel as if, like, 205 is the perfect home for him.
Well, if the rumours of what Meltzer has said is true about WWE's latest acquisition to the UK division, then yeah, I agree with you. They don't need Mandrews.
And that is...
Oh, have you not heard?
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
It's Liverpool's number one. Soon to be recognised. I can't do a Liverpool accent.
Soon to be recognised
as the UK's number one. Soon to be recognised as WWE's number one. Yes, Zach Gibson apparently has signed, which explains his random disappearance from 5 Star a few weeks ago, if you remember that. They just randomly put out a statement saying he was no longer with the company.
Let's face it, like, him leaving 5 Stars probably what's the actual reason as to the whole crumbling of the company. We based this whole company around fucking Zach Gibson and he's left. Fuck the company, it's done now.
We can't recover from this. So yeah, I agree with you. You can let Mandrews go away to 205 and I think Pete Dunne is going to become a mainstay in NXT this year.
It sounds
as
like,
well.
It feels like it, aye.
So I think I can see him maybe dropping that belt soon. But the article I read from Wrestling Observer as well, now I always say in this podcast, Meltzer is so hit and miss. And like,
but it's always interesting to talk about.
Yeah, like, I think a lot of people now kind of take the piss out a wee bit.
Yeah.
Where they tell him stuff just to see if he actually goes for it.
There was one thing a few years ago where somebody released like completely bogus information about Jeff Hardy, who was injured at the time, coming back with a prankster character, and it was meant to be like punked, and it was never fucking true, but he reported it as potential fact. It looked like a complete chode.
Do not forget Intermission.
And Intermission, the pay-per-view.
Okay, so are we both going with Mustafa Ali?
Yes.
Awesome.
But like what I was just going to say there is I really hope that this coming week on 205 he has like a beast of a fucking like promo, like just something where like he could be walking down like a like this is obviously just potential or whatever, but it'd be something cool, just like he's just walking down like a dark hallway and he's like talking about like the big lights, the fireworks, the fans, and just like every time he mentions something like, this is it, I'm just a few days away from the bright lights, and then like behind him, like some lights light up, the fireworks, and as he walks past that, fake fireworks, like it's all like CGI on the walls,
obviously,
and then he walks in, and the fans, maybe get a couple of people going 205, 205. And he just continues walking, and it's like, this Sunday, I'm going to become Cruiserweight Champion, and then maybe just like the belt holograms around his waist or something like that. Because it just seems to be like, this is the kind of thing he's doing, is like, it's not standard promo. And so...
Trick photography. As Ed Byrne describes it. Or Ed Byrne's dad describes it, to be more precise.
But just something cool like that. Go on, Mustafa. You can have that one for free because I love you.
Okay, so next up, and what we're going to talk about.
Coming up next,
we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Okay.
Confirmed entrance we have so far at the time of this recording.
Say yeah.
Yep, we get Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley and Ty Dillinger, Woken Matt Hardy.
Yes.
Dolph Ziggler, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango.
Sounds so fucking riveting.
So it's a pretty limited card we've got to work with here in this match.
You can expect people like
who you call it to win it.
You can expect people like Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, Goldust, The Ascension, Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder. etc., etc.
Aiden English, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Rusev is not in it anymore.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Because, see, originally, I had Rusev down to kind of win this.
Yeah, so did I. I feel there was no point in putting him in it if he didn't win it.
Yeah, exactly. Braun's not in it. The Undertaker wins it. Just like,
he's like, yeah, fuck Cena.
I don't want
Cena, you could have just did this. Why didn't you?
I don't want to wrestle John Cena. And he just wins the Battle Royal. I mean, hey, like they're talking about wanting to make Andre the Giant Battle Royal mean something this year. Undertaker winning it would.
See, I've not heard this anywhere. You keep telling me, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Because of the documentary that's coming out.
Yeah.
They want to make it mean something. So, Big Cass, I'm putting down to win it. Big Cass is making his return.
That's a very good shout.
But the question I pose to you: every year they put in an NXT star, just for the lulz. Who did they put in it this year?
I'm not going with an NXT star.
Go on.
But if it was to, it'd be Lars Sullivan. I'm kind of going with an NXT star.
He's putting Pete Dunne in it.
Yep. I think there's a very good chance we'll get Pete Dunne in it. He was so massively rumoured to be in the Rumble that it didn't happen.
Well, sorry, it was just I hit your fucking tab.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were trying to get my attention for something.
I was doing that. I'm trying to adjust my sleeves. Sorry. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, Pete Dunne, like, I could tell as soon as I asked that, and you were like, ooh, he's not NXT, but he's kind of NXT. It's like, you're saying Pete Dunne. Everybody wants Pete Dunne. The more Pete Dunne, the better.
I would be surprised if they maybe put Wolfie in it as well.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, remember last year, they put in a pretty, well, actually, they put in that Chinese guy, and they also put in Killian Dane. So they put two in. They put a lesser known guy in, and then they also put.
See, the reason that I'm thinking Wolfie, right? This is maybe me just reading into reading too far between the lines and stuff like that. But what I found interesting, no, was on NXT this week during the announcement of the North American Championship. The first name that William Regal came out with, where he said,
like
just
the
like
UK
title,
Championship,
which brought you stars like Wolfgang.
Yeah.
See the
I
fact
did
that
notice
was
that.
because you'd think Pete Dunne would have been the first name, or Tyler Bate would have been the first name, but no, it was Wolfgang. Which I see, I'm maybe reading just a wee bit too much into that, but I find it strange that he was like listed at the top of the list there.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And you know what? I really like that, because then it could also be like, here's somebody representing the UK division, as opposed to NXT. But what, like, my pick is Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, he's a really good shout, yeah.
Just have him knock the fuck out of people.
I mean, like, there's so many, like, the main card, right, or the other matches have taken up so much of the main roster. They probably could have 4 or 5 NXT guys in this.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
And no problem with that. Like,
yeah. There's plenty of space to have people in.
Fuck it, chuck in 205. Everyone that's not, like, Drew Gulak, fucking, the Lucha House Party, Hideo, Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, Hideo will probably be in it.
Yeah. Because,
so who you calling to win it then? Mine's is going to be right out of left field who I'm calling to win it.
See, this is the harder part. I thought I spent more time thinking about the NXT people being in it than actually who's going to win. No, I just called Big Cass, actually.
Oh,
that
did?
was
Yeah,
that was off the top of my dome right there.
I'm going to come out of left field with my prediction.
Okay, here we go.
Purely because it's the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and there's going to be a lot of, as you say, press on it because of the documentary. I think they're going to have a big guy win it.
Big Cass. Big Cass.
No, like a big guy as in...
The big Ryback's coming back.
No. I'm going with, by that time, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry. And that's
You
his
always
retirement.
called that?
that's his retirement.
You called that when we booked that episode?
Yep, I'm still sticking with it.
I still like that.
And then that's his retirement.
Yeah. Retiring on a big win.
At WrestleMania.
Has his name etched in that fucking thing forever. I wouldn't be opposed to that whatsoever.
Be interested to see if he's featured in the documentary. Because if he is, then it'll make a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, I take it we should probably watch and maybe partially talk about said documentary.
Yeah, when it's out. It's not out till after WrestleMania.
It's like 2 days after Mania.
Yeah.
So probably after Mania, the next time we have an episode, we could probably do a quick 10 minutes.
Well,
on
after
that.
we've covered Mania, so we need to cover that first.
Yeah. We'll see if we can squeeze that in.
Love that everything's always a quick 10 minutes. This episode was supposed to be 45 minutes. We're already halfway to that. We're only
We've
two
talked
matches
about
in.
2 matches. Right, anyway. Next match. Speaking of
Next match
Mark
will
Henry,
be the
Mark Henry and Big Cass for the picks.
the fabulous the WrestleMania women's
The Vulva Battle Royal.
yep,
No, it's
whatever they're calling it now.
The Uterus Battle Royal.
The Uterus Battle Royal.
Yes.
Yeah, so women's Battle Royal. Confirmed participants that we have:
The Riot Squad.
Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalia, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, and Lana.
Riveting.
Very interesting fact here of both these matches. Both only have 2 entrants from Raw confirmed. I'm counting the Revival as 1 entrant.
Huh?
I'm counting the Revival as 1 entrant.
Why the Revival and the Women's Battle Royal?
No, I'm talking about for the other one. I'm saying they've both only got 2 entrants.
Yeah.
So from Raw, we've got the Revival and Matt Hardy.
Uh-huh.
And then here we've got Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Well, the Revival did say that they were going to
Exactly.
their match together.
That's why I'm calling
They're
them
going to be
as
the
1
first
entrant.
tag team to win the Andre Battle Royal. See if they do that, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And
that
then
would
it's-
happen, but it would
And
be
then it
hilarious.
just says like fucking Cesaro, Baron Corbin, Big Show, the Revival. That would be quite badass actually. I quite like that. Let's face it, I think at this point this whole Battle Royal is pretty much just going to be the Bayley and Sasha show.
Yeah,
Featuring
Bayley and Sasha.
other the Bayley and Sasha show featuring the Riot Squad, Absolution, Mickey James,
Conspicuous in their absence, though.
Ronda
Carmella.
Rousey.
Carmella.
Ooh, what if it happens? She cashes in, it gets ding ding dinged, and then Asuka kicks her in the face and pins her. See if that happens. I'm putting it down here, black and white, and we'll get to that.
Yes, we'll get to that. So from NXT, who do you think's coming into the Women's Battle Royal?
The Aussie Twins.
Yep.
Yeah, defo. Maybe Kairi Sane,
Yes,
Well,
Kairi
Pirate
Sane, I
Bay.
think's a set.
just because she was in the Rumble as well. Obviously, I reckon there's going to be a couple of other people from the Rumble.
The loser of the NXT Women's title match probably be in it.
Michelle Ooh, that could be a shout then. What if that's Ember Moon's debut and she wins the Rumble? Or the Battle Royal?
Possibly.
I like that idea. Okay, that might be my pick overall then. So, like, other people like fucking Michelle McCool, Kelly, Tori Wilson all just come back again, and just pretty much everybody from the fucking Women's Royal Rumble just comes back for this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably going to be the case. Maybe, you might get 1 or 2 other surprises.
I would really fucking love it if Molly Holly came back as Mighty Molly, though.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking great.
See if, like, Hurricane came back and, like, the 2 of them came out for both Battle Royals. Like, it was just like, like, you have this shit thing where the WrestleMania theme music just plays and just about 40 people wander out, like, just pointing at the crowd, like, and it's like, yeah, well, your theme music's not playing, nobody cares. And then they just wander out of the ring, and then, like, 3 people get entrances.
That's probably what will happen.
Like, see if Hurricane was one of the people get their entrance, like dun 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 dun. Holy sidekick Hurricane is Miley Molly. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's what they could do.
Like,
They could have Hurricane come out.
Yeah.
And be like, actually him come out for the match.
Yeah, for the battle royal, and then like what?
Just halfway down the ramp. Holy sidekick Hurricane, it's Mighty Molly. Be like, oh yeah, that's right.
If like that was like the thing when the two of them were together. That
Yeah, I know.
when I was reenacting. So like if she just wanders out with him and does that, and the two of them do the pose on the ramp, and then Hurricane just kind of turns around and goes, "I got this" or something, and then Molly's just like, "Yeah," and then she wanders off. And then Hurricane just comes down, like, thinking he's about 10 feet tall and 500 pounds. And then just gets chucked out instantly. But then, like, Molly Holly can just do the exact same thing later. Like, Hurricane can come out with her.
Drew, I could kind of see in this match if we're talking about a man entering it.
Oh, no.
You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
I've got 2 ideas.
I've got 2 ideas as well, because another one just popped into my head. What were your 2?
Santina Marella
Yep, that was one of mine.
or former knockout tag team champion Eric Young.
No.
Or Harvey Whippleman,
No.
former WWE Women's Champion. Caitlyn Jenner.
I forgot about that. No. What about a cameo for James Ellsworth from just to get thrown out within like 20 seconds?
He's the last entrant. He's fucking admittedly kind of awesome. Theme music plays. He's just like, oh, no woman is better than me. Like he comes out with like his bags to make it seem as if like he was late and missed the Andre Battle Royal. So he's like, I'm gonna win this Battle Royal. He comes in and just whoop, right over the other
Basically,
side.
as soon as he's the last one to come out, as soon as he gets in the ring, before he's even stood up, the bell rings.
Aye.
He just turns round into a barrage of super kicks over the top rope.
So my God. I like the idea of him running in, like going straight for Carmella, and Carmella just like pulling the top rope down. If Carmella's in the match, which
Yes.
she should be, which would be a good kind of, what's the word? Make her seem as if she's not cashing in.
Yeah.
Ploy. Maybe.
Yeah, go with Ploy. Ploy works.
Yeah, fuck it. So winner.
Iconic duo, like I said earlier.
We're the first women tag team to win the blah 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 blah. I actually kind of like that idea. Fuck it. I'll go with Billy Kay. And you can go with Peyton Royce.
Right, okay, fair enough. I'll kind of call them to win it together, though.
I know, but either way, we both win.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so next on the card, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE United States Championship. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev on, believe it or not,
Rusev Day?
April 8th, Rusev Day. Or April 7th.
Rusev Day?
April 7th, Rusev Day.
No, April 8th.
Was I right?
Yeah. April 7th is NXT.
You're correct.
I know.
I was right the first time. April 8th.
Believe me, it's marked on my fucking calendar.
April 8th, Rusev Day, of all days.
I know.
Start your device, unplug the power adapter from the back or from the wall outlet, and then plug it back in.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, cheers, bro. What happened to Do Not Disturb for 10 hours, you fucking boot?
Like, I don't know, does it react to Rusev now or something?
I have no idea.
Rusev, play Guns N' Roses. He's Machka. That would be awesome. See if you could like fucking put like a specific voice onto your whatever that is.
Echo.
Stupid white tube. Ah, you fucked it now.
Sorry.
About your damn luck. Ooh. That's a good call. Where's James Storm? What if he made the fucking entrance in the Andre Battle Royal?
Nah, I doubt it.
For the lulz.
Doubt it. I think he's probably had his chance.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's his own stupid fault for going back to TNA.
Yeah,
For following the money.
I blame Bobby Roode for this. Anyway, speaking of Bobby Roode.
Yeah, so Fatal 4-Way. God, this match fucking... I'm just not fussed about it at all.
I'm not going to
Even with the addition of Rusev, I'm still kind of like...
Rusev has made me...
Yeah.
interested.
Because, like...
But see, before this, my God, I could probably rather listen to my kitten, like, scratch the walls and make my ears bleed for about 10 minutes than watch this.
Yeah.
And believe me, see when she scratches the walls... It's painful.
Right, so who do you want to win, though?
The kitten, no.
Let's go, kitten. Let's go, kitten. Kitten sucks. Boo.
Hey. Belle doesn't suck. She's the best. Except Taco. So, see, to be honest, I want Rusev to win. I think Rusev will be the best.
Rusev is definitely the best choice here.
Absolutely. Because
fans are going to pop for it. They're going to be loud and fucking...
The only other thing, like, believe me, like, see when this was announced as a 3-way, it's like, wow. The only thing we have in this match is Bobby Roode's entrance. But now we've got Rusev. Because nobody cares about Jinder Mahal, and see, to be honest, I think he's done after this. I think he's just got to become a fucking career jobber again. He's been the most useless.
I'm totally not against that.
Nah, man. In fact, just fire him. I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Get him
Fuck
to
it.
fuck. Okay, so next we'll go with The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
The Miz.
Triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship.
Question. Does Finn come out as the demon?
No.
Yeah. Nah.
They've not built it that way.
Nah, I thought the same.
Which disappoints me. Because, like,
imagine a demon entrance in WrestleMania.
Yeah, a recreated Wrestle Kingdom entrance would be amazing. It comes out the casket.
Aye.
Especially if we're not getting Dead Man Taker, which we're getting later on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this match should be really good, technically.
Oh yeah,
Three
I think this
really
match
shit-hot wrestlers
itself will be amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't really need the demon.
I'm not going to get into too much, but I've read some stuff, which I might talk to you afterwards about. Like, but so who do you think is winning? Is going to be the first question.
I really, really, really want Finn to win.
I know you do.
I think it's going to be Seth.
I think Miz might retain.
What makes you say that? Go on, enlighten us.
Okay, well, I've been looking at the potential card of the Greatest Royal Rumble. And The Miz, as champion, is meant to be going into it, defending the title against Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe in a ladder match.
That means nothing.
I know.
Miz is still in the match.
Card subject to change. But there's a lot of other of the exact same title matches that haven't been announced. Not the champions, not the challengers. So that leads me to believe that maybe they are confident that they want Miz to retain the title.
No, I don't think so. I think they need to start announcing matches, so the best way to do it is to announce a match that's got 3 participants in it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that way they're not giving anything away.
Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, yeah, it does make sense, and I did think of that, but it's just like the way that like they literally have the Miz.
They have to sell this. Do you know what I mean?
See, be honest, you could sell that whole thing in a fucking 50-man Royal Rumble.
True.
It's gonna be fucking great. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, true. It's more the tickets. I mean, but
no, I know. I mean, like, but that's what I also meant. Like, I feel as if a 50-man Royal Rumble, bang, there's my fucking dosh.
aye. Not that you would pay for it.
I like the Royal Rumble.
So you're going with Miz, I'm going with Balor then, or are you going to change given that?
I'm going to go with Miz. Sorry, Seth, but...
Oh no, I said Rollins, didn't I? So my heart says Balor, my head says Rollins.
Okay, I'm going to go with Miz either way.
Fair
my
enough.
heart says Miz, my head says Miz.
Okay, next we've got Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. That's got Nia Jax all over it.
Oh, damn right. After this fucking feud, see if Nia Jax loses. It's like, wow.
What was the point in this?
Yeah. Maybe you're just fat and ugly, and that's a lie. It's a complete lie. I love Nia Jax.
Yeah, it's getting edited out.
No.
No, it's not.
No. It was a complete joke. You could tell from my fucking sarcasm.
Of course it was, Grizz.
Yeah, because it's exactly what Alexa Bliss said.
So, like, if Alexa does lose the title here, where do you see her going after Mania?
Behind Braun Strowman as the tag team champions.
Is this got this feud got legs to continue after Mania? I think it probably does, to be fair.
What's the next pay-per-view? Is it Extreme Rules? No, it's Backlash,
Yeah.
I think. Either way, maybe...
Starts with a B. Either Backlash or Battleground, something. Usually, traditionally, it used to be Backlash, then they changed it to Extreme Rules, and now fuck knows what they do.
Well, I don't know. I think either way, they might just try and do it as a no DQ match, so that it makes it seem as if Alexa Bliss has a bit of, fight, because like as I says before, I think this is going to be a squash match. Although I said it when this was Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, I still feel the exact same thing when it comes to this match with Nia Jax.
It depends how involved Mickey gets.
I don't think Mickey's going to be there. She's going to be in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, she's probably going to come out with Alexa as well.
I don't think so.
I think Mickey's got a lot more to do with this than people are giving her credit for. I would be surprised if Mickey turned on Alexa. And the whole thing was just a big setup.
Maybe.
So the bully gets their comeuppance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't think they've right. So Backlash is on May 6th.
So it's actually the greatest Rumble.
A week after. By the way, I'm off for Backlash.
Nice.
Noise. Yeah, because yesterday I sat and fucking put all the dates of the pay-per-views in my calendar, and I've got Backlash and Money in the Bank off, and then I think I've got Survivor Series off. Anyway, that's for later talk. But as we were saying, like no, I don't know. I don't feel as if Mickie James is going to be involved at all. I think she's going to be in the Battle Royal, and then there might be a backstage segment where Alexa's like, "Oh my God, you need to come out and help me," and then Mickey's like, "No, I was in a match tonight. Like you've got to do this on your own," or some crap like that.
Nah, I would like to see her come out, float about for a few minutes during the match. Then Alexa asks her to do something like distract the referee or get a chair or something like that, and Mickey just goes, "No," and then walks away, and then you get that brilliant camera shot of Alexa going, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then the sudden realisation that Nia Jax is right behind her. She turns around into the squash.
Yeah.
And it's all one big setup. And then when she harpens back to the reason she did it, Piggy James.
No, not Piggy James. Old woman James.
Old woman or Piggy works. Piggy works more for this one because Alexa's been basically just
Alexa
body
didn't
shaming.
do Piggy James.
Yeah, but she's been basically body shaming Nia Jax.
Yeah, but Piggy James wasn't Alexa, if you know what I mean.
I know it wasn't Alexa, but it's the same sort of thing.
Okay, so maybe Mickie James comes out on Raw, and it's like, I felt bad for Nia concerning the fact that I used to be called Piggy James and yada yada. There was two people that used to make fun of me. Maybe even go to a couple of shots of, Layla going, "Oh, Piggy James, look at me, I have a pig," because Layla used to dress up as a giant pig.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you could maybe do that, actually. That's not too bad of an idea.
Yeah, but I'm thinking anyway. I think just that camera shot, because Alexa's facials are fantastic. So just that, I knew you were going to laugh at that, but just see that camera shot
It's
of
like,
her,
see her eyes.
and then see if they can pull the camera shot off correctly. They can get the angle of her going like, "What the fuck?" And then just as her face drops, the camera pans round and Nia's standing right behind her.
No. You gotta go one better than that. Her face drops as Nia Jax stands up, and you just see Nia over Alexa's shoulder, just like up, and you just kind of see Alexa's face just go, "Oh fuck, she's behind me, isn't she?"
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then that's the finish of the match.
She turns around, tries for a swipe, gets scooped up, bang, Samoan drop.
Yeah.
Leg drop. Then after that, 1, 2, 3, Nia Jax, meh.
Mickey comes in, gives Nia the title, and Mickey pisses off, and Nia celebrates.
Mickey points to the belt.
Yeah, that's
I know we've talked about this before, and we'll do it very quickly. Do you think Mickie James has one more run left in her?
yes, 100%.
I think she has to.
I think she, if for no other reason, she deserves it.
Yeah. I think she deserves it now more than in, because like they've brought her back into WWE and done absolutely nothing with her, and I feel kind of bad. So like, put her in SmackDown
Again.
No, and not if Asuka's winning the belt. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's a future talk.
Next up, we've got Charlotte Flair, woo, versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Well, no points in guessing who I want to win.
I still think they might do. See what we're talking about? Like, let's just go with Asuka. Right, Asuka's winning this.
Yeah.
Right, let's just go with it. I still think they're going to do what I was talking about and do the champion for champion superstar shake-up thing, and basically they just swap belts.
I mean, they would literally need to swap belts.
Yeah, so I mean...
So, Nia Jax goes over to SmackDown. Asuka comes back to Raw. And the two of them literally just swap each other's belts over.
Yeah, basically. It's essentially the same belt, do you know what I mean?
I know, but the lineage would be a bit fucked up.
Yeah, the lineage would be a bit different, yeah, but it's still essentially the same title.
That's belt racist.
The Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships is a fucking title.
It's belt racist. No, well, like, the thing is, though, like, Asuka's literally went through everybody on Raw at this point. Like, she needs a fresh coat of...
I suppose, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
She doesn't need a fresh coat of paint, excuse me. She needs a fresh
bunch of ladies to kick the face.
She needs a fresh bunch of victims.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And that keeps her away from Ronda Rousey, which builds up to next year's WrestleMania. See if that's fucking announced, I'm in. I don't like the idea of going to New York because it sounds very far away from everything. But see if Asuka versus Ronda Rousey is announced for next year's WrestleMania. Colour me Grizz-tristed.
Colour me going. I don't know what I'm going to do for Mania next year. I really want to go, but I don't think it's going to have the same feel, as you say, because it's just so big. You're so separated, and yeah. I think I'll maybe just go for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the Raw after, and then go somewhere else, like
Canada.
Maybe go down to not New Orleans. Maybe go down to Orlando and go to Star Wars World if it's open by then. Maybe, we'll see.
Maybe.
It's $2 a beer in International Drive. That'll do me.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're just basically going with Asuka in this one. There's not really much to...
As I alluded to earlier, like, I could potentially see Carmella trying to cash in when, like, both of them are down. She cashes in, ding, 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 this match is now a triple threat match, but then Asuka's back up at that point, just, like, kicks Carmella in the face and pins her. It's a triple threat match now, so it doesn't fucking matter. That's how Seth Rollins won his first fucking belt.
Which so many people keep saying she can't just cash in the middle of a match. Yes, she fucking can. Seth Rollins did it.
Exactly.
I've seen many people I've heard say that. I'm just like, no. The president is set on that.
Do you know what the one annoying thing is though? Like, see, like I think it was like 2 weeks ago on SmackDown when she tried to cash in, she brought down her own referee, and it's like there's a referee in the ring.
What happens if he get knocked out before she got there?
Well,
to me, that's smart thinking.
Both women were on the floor. I don't think there was any chance of the referee just all of a sudden just going, "Oh no, aneurysm."
But how do you know? How do you know, Grace? Plus, maybe she flashed her boobies to the other referee before bringing him down, so to get him on her side right away.
I wish I was a referee.
Okay. The elephant in the room next. John Cena versus The Undertaker, which at this time of recording is not confirmed.
Technically booked.
Yeah, technically booked, but not confirmed.
It's not technically
We
booked.
won't go into the build-up of this too much because we could be here forever. Plus, we've already ranted about that quite a lot over the last couple of weeks.
John Cena's a pain in the arse.
So let's just talk about the match itself. A couple of questions. One. What Undertaker do we get?
It better be American Badass.
I really want it to be American Badass.
With Kid Rock in the Hall of Fame, it's just like everything is, especially since you're wearing your Undertaker t-shirt, it just screams fucking American Badass one more time.
Plus, I think it'd be great, like, if they, just before Kid Rock's musical thing, they showed you John Cena in the front row. And he's there as a fan.
Ugh.
Just shows you him in the front row. Because let's be honest, he's going to be wearing what he wears to wrestle anyway, isn't he? Maybe except for the knee pads. Or whatever.
Yeah, but he might keep them in a little fucking doggy bag or something.
So, like, it just shows John Cena in the front row. He's there as a fan. Way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kid Rock!
Yeah. And like we said before,
Kid Rock plays about 5 songs as he done like the last time he was at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I am an American Badass. As the song's going on, yep, all you hear is that fucking motorcycle engine kicking, and then Wolfgang comes out.
Yep, because that's the beginning of his theme music.
And he also does the motorbike gimmick every so often.
Yes.
So yeah, man.
Wolfgang just comes out. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's WWE UK superstar Wolfgang. Wolfgang just gets in the ring and just like, come on, John Cena, and they just have a match and nothing happens. Like out there.
But yeah,
everybody's like, who is this guy? He's fucking great, but who is he?
But yeah, Taker comes out, American Badass, gets in the ring, invites Cena in, and the match happens.
Just neck slit.
I never want to see the neck slit again after seeing John Cena do it 2 inches away from the camera.
Oh, I was about to fucking barf, man. That was disturbing as fuck. But only just because he looked fucking hideous. Because John Cena is a horrible looking human being.
Think so?
Yeah, very much so. Most of the time, yeah. See when he pulls stupid ass faces, and especially when he done that, it's like, God, you're just an ugly monkey man with his giant fucking salad ears. And, ugh. I hate looking at him.
Fair enough. We'll move swiftly on from that.
I don't
then.
understand why women fancy him. Roman Reigns, I can totally understand why chicks dig him.
I knew a lassie that really liked John Cena. And she told me why she liked him, and I've totally forgot what it was. But it was really bizarre to me. His chin.
Ugh.
She liked a square jaw.
Ugh. Did you show him pictures of Great Khali?
More Quagmire, I was thinking of, but
Quagmire, Quagmire, giggity giggity, let's have sex. Undertaker to win.
Yes, Undertaker for his actual last ride.
Giggity?
Giggity. Win with the last ride, and it will be his actual last ride.
No, because he doesn't win the last round anymore.
But the thing, mate, the American Badass did.
That's true.
On a very regular basis.
That was actually like Baker Taker's like finisher.
Yeah. So last ride, 1, 2, 3. Taker goes off in at the sunset with a victory rather than out on his back.
Oh man, how cheesy would that be if he drives up to the fucking top of the ramp and there's actually a sunset and then he just goes, raises the hand,
Oh man,
and then there's a fucking
feels,
sunset there, and it's like, cheesy.
but awesome, kinda.
Kind of.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships,
Ooh.
which as of this time of recording,
It's just a standard match.
just a standard triple threat match.
However,
There are rumours
that
this is going to become
tables, ladders, and chairs.
match,
Oh my.
which I'm totally into.
Yes. And because it seems customary that every WrestleMania needs to have a ladder match of some kind.
Yes, that's true. Never thought there wasn't
Ladder
a,
matches
there's not
for
a
about
ladder
the
match on
past
this card.
5 years.
Yeah,
Because last year there wasn't meant to be a ladder match.
yeah, there was.
Wasn't meant to be a ladder match. But then one happened. Wait,
It was a ladder match.
I said there wasn't meant to be one, but then it happened like on the last week of Raw. So like the only
Oh, right, okay, yeah. It was
it's,
still.
it's pretty much potential of the same fucking build that's happening right now.
Right, okay, got you right.
Because Anderson and Gallows, Enzo and Cass, and that other team, you know, that great other team. I think it was Cesaro and Sheamus
Yes, it was.
at the bar. That great other team that
I
you
was
all
waiting for you to get it there.
who you all know and love. Yeah, because that for the most part was just built as just a standard match, and then at the last minute it's like, oh yeah, ladders,
Why the fuck not?
and then there's Hardy's.
Yeah, who you calling to win this?
I really hope no other teams get fucking added. I swear to God, I honestly do think the Bludgeon Brothers are doing this.
You don't think?
No, I do think.
I don't think so.
But
I think they've got the upper
also,
hand too much.
Yeah, maybe. But just the thing is, like, I also feel like the Usos might win it just because it's like they're constantly going on about the fact that, like, we've never been on WrestleMania, even though we've been on like 4 WrestleManias at the pre-show.
Yeah, they'll be on the main card.
It's still in WrestleMania.
I think the Usos are winning.
Yeah.
New Day are going to go their separate way, and the feud will probably continue between Bludgeon Brothers and the Usos, and the Bludgeon Brothers will probably win the titles
And next pay-per-view.
the next pay-per-view. Yeah, that's my call.
Which is Backlash, by the way.
We have established it.
Yes. Yeah. I think that sounds about right. I mean, like, Bludgeon Brothers clearly are going to be the two demolishing forces in the whole match, like, taking out everybody. And it's just going to be that, like, one moment where, like, maybe because it's a no DQ match, which means all 3 members of the New Day can get involved.
If it becomes a TLC match, it's no DQ.
If it becomes a TLC match, beg your pardon. Well, no, technically, it's a triple threat match, no DQ.
No, I
regardless.
suppose, yeah, that's true.
But they kind of play more with the rules when it comes to shit like that. But if it's going to be a TLC match, I can see it just being the Usos and the New Day pretty much trying to demolish the Bludgeon Brothers the whole time.
Yeah.
Just to see. And then, like, oh, right, it's us 2 against each other, yada, yada, yada. Bludgeon Brothers will probably stop them a whole bunch of times. Then it'll be something insane like, oh, right, calling a spot right now.
Go for it.
One ladder set up in front of the German announce table. One ladder set up in front of the Spanish announce table. An Uso, a Kingston.
No prize for guessing which table gets blown up.
An Uso, a Kingston on top of both ladders. A Bludgeon Brother lying on both tables. Boop, boop, boop. Points to the Uso. Bang. 2 of them leap off the ladders. Both bludgeons through the table. And then it's just New Day and the Usos fighting for these belts.
The draw I think they'll do to take the bludgeons out it. I think there'll be an Uso and a New Day up the ladder. There'll be another ladder set up beside it. The two bludgeons will go up the other ladder, throw off the Uso and the New Day member, obviously. And I'm assuming Big E won't be the one up the ladder. And as they're reaching up to get the belts, Big E will come in and topple the ladder, taking both bludgeons out.
Interesting. We shall see.
Well, yes, time will tell.
I feel as if we should go back in this episode after I've listened to it and make it a kind of checklist or something.
We got nothing. Alright, so the next one, Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman and Vacant.
These hands.
Vacant.
It needs to be these hands. Especially not Hulk Hogan.
We've already discussed that. Let's move on from that. I'm still for it.
Stupidest idea I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, we're not getting this argument again.
I know. But
We're just going to have to agree to disagree in this one.
I just want to annoy you. I swear to God, as I've been saying, one of the only people that I like the idea of is Drew Gulak. Just because he's the tiniest of persons. And then he could do stupid shit look at this PowerPoint presentation of me and Braun Strowman winning the tag team titles of WrestleMania. And it's literally just Braun Strowman just always holding people, but it's shots where Drew Gulak is in the background,
or his pictures where Drew Gulak is just as you say, putting the cheesy face and Braun's just looking at him
look at him. He loves me. And now I am one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. Braun!
Well, I made it quite clear on last week's episode what I thought about who's going to win this match. Mm-hmm. I think Cesaro and Sheamus are going to chicken shit their way out it.
Don't like it.
What's your thoughts?
Hate it.
Who do you think's going to win? We've been through this. Let's not go over this old ground again.
I think Braun Strowman's winning. I don't care who it's with. But as I said, the other counterpoint would be see if Alexa Bliss. I'd love that idea.
I love it as well.
So fucking much.
I love
and
it
it's
as
not
well,
just because obviously we're notorious Alexa Bliss fans. Hence your fucking background of your laptop and your phone and your tablet.
To be fair, she's not the background of my tablet. You are correct in the other ones, though.
Why not? What's wrong with you? But as it says, she loses the women's title earlier on in the night, and then she just kind of trails behind Strowman, not letting him know that she's there for the most part. And then maybe it's there's one part during the match where he is down and beaten, and then Bliss is come here, you. And then Braun just goes, bah! Demolishes both of them, and all you need is the kiss of an incredibly attractive tiny chick. You tag team champions.
Okay, right. Sorry. I said let's not go over old ground here. But your biggest gripe about my theory was that Braun doesn't need any help. And I was but what happens, all that does is give him not the inspiration as such, but just the momentum to get it done. What you've just said is just the exact same thing, except with a hot chick instead of a 70-year-old man.
Exactly.
But you can't have that argument against what I said anymore.
Would you rather make it with a hot chick than a 70-year-old man? Are you trying to say Hulk Hogan will come up and make it with Braun Strowman?
It depends who the 70-year-old man is and how much money I could endorse out the sun.
Let's face it, it's probably... Hugh Hefner's dead. Donald Trump's about 70.
Actually, he's one of the only ones I would say no to And you know the whole reason.
Why are you talking about making out with 7-year-olds? You fucking
Because
freak.
you can make lots of money selling the story. I'm sorry, I want to fucking live in a nice house.
Live with Alexa Bliss. I'm sure she has a nice house.
That's true, but when she eventually realises I'm a scumbag and kicks me out, then that house is no longer mine.
But anyway, like, I'm not saying you.
But anyway, look, to finish answering your question, Donald Trump's probably the only one that I wouldn't do it with. Do you know why?
I didn't ask you that question.
You did.
Technically,
you did. You did, because you went Donald Trump.
Okay,
He's
fair
about
enough.
70. And the answer to that is no. And the reason it's no is because Donald Trump is a Republican who is like a pure fucking... Republicans are notoriously pure Christian and family men. He shagged a porn star and has got away with it. Can you imagine Barack Obama shagged a porn star?
Nice one.
Anyway, continue.
At least it
I
was
wouldn't make any money out of Donald Trump. That's my point.
At least it was a hot porn star.
Completely off topic. Well, kind of on topic to what I'm talking about just now. I was listening to, if anyone's interested in American politics, listening to a podcast called Abe Lincoln's Top Hat. It's great fun.
From the people that brought you the last podcast on the left.
But
Without Henry Zabrowski fucking ranting and raving.
but Marcus was like talking about the Stormy Daniels thing, and he mentioned that that a lot of people think she's just in it for the money, and Ben was just like, "Well, good, that's the American dream. Come here, make lots of money. Like, if she's just in it for the money, fucking more power to her." I'm like,
And
yeah,
she's and
I agree.
and she's a porn star. They literally just do it for the money.
Anyway, let's move on for that.
What was the question again? Oh, the match.
Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Braun wins whoever the fuck it is, as long as it's not Hulk Hogan.
Next up, we have a mixed tag team match. The team of Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, I don't know. The person making their debut.
It's, yeah,
Yeah.
Kurt and Ronda, 100%.
Let's face it. Like that.
Ronda's
match
going
is-
to tap out Stephanie.
Need less to say.
Yeah, Ronda's
No,
going
you
to
know
tap
what?
out.
You know what's going to happen? I'm predicting this one as well. Double tap out.
Yeah, that could happen as
Yep.
well.
Triple H.
Either way, Ronda's tapping out Stephanie.
Triple H in the ankle lock. Rousey maybe
Armbar.
also in the ankle lock.
Armbar.
Armbar?
That was our signature in NXT. Armbar. No, NXT. UFC.
Okay.
Armbar.
And then I feel it's like I think I've said this a couple of times recently, and I don't mean to keep harping back to it, but the Revival when they lost the that NXT match where they were like kind of holding each other's hand and they were like, don't tap, don't tap, don't tap. Ah, fuck, and the two of them tapped at
Yeah.
the same time. I feel as if that's what's going to happen. Like they'll hold on for just a second, and maybe it's like maybe the whole Triple H grabbing Stephanie's thing might keep her looking strong because, you know, everybody needs to keep Stephanie McMahon looking fucking strong.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance this match could main event.
So I think it
Because, like,
should main event.
see 2 weeks away from WrestleMania last year, I guarantee you there's not a single person that said Roman Reigns and Undertaker was headlining.
No, I think we actually spoke about that and we're like, no chance.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm sure that match got booked 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Like, and now I don't know. I think
there's going to be so much media attention on this.
exactly.
It's going to be the centerpiece of the show, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I would not be opposed to this being the main event either.
I wouldn't be opposed to either,
This is
purely because I just don't want Roman in another main event.
This is partially why I'm also like wanting to get the later train just in case like something good actually ends WrestleMania. And plus WrestleMania with Ronda Rousey's theme song like fucking blaring out, yeah. That's what you want.
Yeah, totally.
You don't want bow, fucking bow.
Which is what's going to happen. So we're going with Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey then.
Absolutely.
In fact, it doesn't even need to be Ronda Rousey's team playing it out. Angle's fucking the big massive "you suck" chance.
I know, but still, you know it's got to be Ronda Rousey's regardless.
I think they'll play both.
Yeah. Aye, maybe if it's just like Kurt Angle taps out Triple H, down, you suck, you suck, you suck. Then Ronda Rousey gets in. They do a hug. They do a pose.
Triple H and Steph probably try to attack them. They're on the losing side of that, and then they play the other one's team.
Yeah, something like that sounds good.
Okay, so we'll move on for that then, since that's pretty set in stone. We think that Kurt Angle and Ronda's winning.
To say.
Okay, and the thing I've noticed about this particular WrestleMania, the card is so mirror image from Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. Like, I've been working these in twos. They totally work together. We had the 2 Battle Royals.
Yep.
Okay.
The 2 mid-card matches.
2 mid-card matches. 2 women's matches. The 2 tag matches. And we now have the other 2 tag matches.
Okay.
So we've just had Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey, Triple H, Steph McMahon.
Yep.
We now have
potentially
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan and potentially Shane McMahon.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I find it weird.
Sorry, the point I was trying to make there, I didn't make it very clearly, was that the matches are tiered very similarly on each brand.
Very mirror image of each other.
Yeah.
Like, like you said, you've been saying this for fucking weeks on end until Rusev got added to the US title match. Like, 2-3 matches for the mid-card titles. Like, so they've done one thing. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if on Raw, all of a sudden, for no real reason, fucking Titus O'Neil gets added to the US title. Added
the
Intercontinental title.
See if anyone's going to get added. Samoa Joe. He's clear. Why not?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
He missed out WrestleMania last year. Chuck him in there.
So there we go. Like, we're calling it in advance.
Unless he's in the Battle Royal and wins the Battle Royal. That could be another shout.
That's also a good shout. Because I would hate the fact for Samoa Joe to miss 2 fucking WrestleManias in a row.
Biggest payday of the year. He's missed it twice.
Especially since he's been on the main roster both times.
And he's clear.
But he was clear last year and he didn't fuck all. That's what was more pish. And now he's clear this year. He's ready to go. He can be inserted fucking anywhere you want him.
They could have another Miz TV segment on Raw this week. They just have Joe come out and beat up all 3 of them.
Yeah. And then be like,
I want it in this match.
I want the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. Or let's say, surprise entrant in the Battle Royal. Either way, I don't care. I don't care where Joe.
You know what? No, that's a good shout. Surprise entrant the Battle Royal, like blah blah blah. Here comes other people. Here comes like the 4 or 5 people that get entrances. Blah 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 blah. Everybody's about to wrestle, and then wah 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 wah. Joe just walks down with his fucking towel, and he's just like snatches a towel off his neck, throws it on the floor, and it's just like. Throat slit kind of thing that he does, just like looking at the entire ring like, you're all fucking done, mate. Just gets in, he just demolishes everybody. Has anybody in a battle royal literally eliminated everybody? I don't think, as far as I can think, I don't think there has.
Probably not.
But I think that should be a thing. Joel literally.
Braun must have came close during the tag team battle royal.
Yeah. Other than
I don't think he did it, but I think he must have.
Other than close. Maybe one person, I think like the Miz Taraj flung out Rhino. Yeah. And then, other than that, Braun eliminated practically everybody. But imagine Joe coming into the fucking Andre Battle Royal and literally eliminating every single person. Bad ass.
I'll be into that. Anyway, so Daniel Bryan and potentially Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Whether Shane McMahon's in this match or not, it's going to be amazing.
Yep, absolutely.
I'd actually prefer the latter, that he wasn't in the match. But then you have the predicament of a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan that means something. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know our thoughts on a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan that means something, check out episode 66. Yes, 66, where we discuss possible The Second Coming, that's the name of the
Yes.
episode, where we talk about the possible tag partners for Daniel Bryan. We both had some good ideas. It's well worth a listen.
It's just interesting the fact that, like, apparently, like, I've also been hearing that this isn't anywhere near as major as Brock Lesnar's time that he had diverticulitis. And it's also just interesting the fact that they would announce that this has potential of happening at WrestleMania.
See the reason.
Considering the fact.
See the reason I think they've done it though, is for Daniel Bryan to come out and basically say, "My tag team partner's not here, so I'm going it alone."
Yeah, and that's what makes
then
him
you have
lose.
then you have the surprise entrant that's going to come out and be like, "I'll help you."
Well, the whole concept of this match is if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they get their jobs back. So if Daniel comes out and goes, like, Shane's ill, I'm going to go it alone, and then he just gets in there and gets the shit beat out of him.
To want that though, man, want Daniel Bryan to have a really good show. He deserves a really good show, considering it's his first
He
match
can still
back.
do a totally good show, though.
But see, having likes of Shane McMahon being the obvious one, but even what I said on that episode we're talking about, even likes of William Regal could come in and take the pin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, but that's the thing, though, like, he seems as if it makes sense to us. I don't think it would make sense to a lot of people. You gotta remember that WrestleMania is, like, the casual wrestling event of the year.
I don't mean I mean William Regal could come in and take the pin because he's not going to get be any worse off after that for taking the pin.
I mean, like I get what you're saying, obviously, but it's just like I'm just kind of thinking of it from a casual's point of view.
Shane is the ideal one to take the pin. Let's be honest, Shane is the ideal one. I don't think it's going to be a handicap match. Daniel Bryan will have another partner.
Although there's been a couple of people that have been talking about Daniel Bryan taking most of the heat, tagging in Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon turning on Daniel Bryan. Maybe not to align with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but just been like, I've had enough of your shit.
I've heard a really good theory for what they could do with it as well, which I'm completely on board with.
And spill this shit.
Daniel Bryan actually wins, which makes sense. It's what I want to see. I want to see Daniel Bryan win his first match back.
That's what everybody wants to see.
But then you've got the issue of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn then leaving. On Raw the next night, Triple H and Stephanie are like, Kurt Angle, give us one good reason why we shouldn't fire you right now. And he says, because I've pulled off a coup. And he's like, I've signed the 2 hottest free agents. And that gets them over to Raw.
I like that.
That gets them over to Raw. So it's the best of both worlds.
That gets them over to Raw with the shake-up.
Yeah. So, like, that gets them over to Raw, and Daniel Bryan gets his big
back.
comeback moment. Do you know what I mean? It makes total sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I enjoy that. I like that. That should actually happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the feud is done.
And then Kurt Angle still gets fired.
Oh, I like your thinking, Kurt Angle, and I like having these 2 on Monday Night Raw. But that's not good enough. You're fired.
It would be funny if, like, if Kevin and Sammy were just like, no, fuck this guy. Not so much Kevin, because he never had Kurt Angle, but Sammy's just like, no, fuck this guy. He traded me away.
Did he?
Yes, the shake-up. They don't have to do the negotiation stuff.
No, they both went at the same time.
Yeah, good point, actually. So yeah, it was work for Kevin Owens as well.
And I'm sure that was Mick Foley.
I know, like, it was work for Kevin Owens as well then, because you've got, like, fucking the 2 of them, basically like Triple H. No, fuck this guy. Although he's re-signed this, he gave us away in the first place.
I think
he just described. No, it wasn't Mick Foley.
Are you sure?
Mick Foley was gone before WrestleMania last year. Like, Kurt Angle was announced as the Raw GM on the Raw after Mania. The shake-up happened the following week.
Okay.
So Kurt Angle traded them away. So
do you know what
he
I'm
could flap
of?
his gums about us being the hottest free agents, but he let talent slip from under his fingers.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that time that Sami Zayn was
Traded for Eva Marie.
yeah. I'm worth 1,000 Eva Maries. Imagine 1,000 Eva Maries.
You just wanted to say that line there, didn't you? Chris.
Sorry, what? What happened?
Nothing. But yeah, like, Karago still gets fired. But that gets them over to Raw.
I like this acquisition, but you're still fired.
Yeah.
Dun, King of Kings. Dun.
So, two possible outcomes we've discussed there.
Yes.
Both make lots of sense. Mm-hmm. What are you going with?
Either.
Either suits me as well.
No,
But preferably, I want to hear Flight of the Valkyries, Blair, with Daniel Bryan giving it the yes.
I think this is a good idea. Let us take either, because clearly the two of us thinking about this in completely different situations.
Yeah.
So that's our picks to the end of this match.
Okay. We have 2 matches to go.
Jesus Christ.
As you know what? We're going to talk about what's potentially the main event first, because there's fuck all to talk about where Roman's going to win. Singles match, WWE Universe Championship, Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns. Roman wins, the crowd boos, and all is not right with the world.
WrestleMania goes off the air.
Yeah, that's basically what's going to happen with that one. Agreed?
Da-da, 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 na-na-na-na, na-na, na-na, na-na.
Agreed?
Yep.
Okay, let's move on.
Moving on. You know what? Do you know what the worst thing is though? We spent more time talking about that than when than we did when Randy Orton had to face Jinder Mahal for the WWE title.
Yeah, exactly.
But then Jinder Mahal won, which made it so much worse.
Yeah. So what's the real main event in my eyes?
The real main event in every wrestler's eyes, except maybe like 5-year-olds.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. It's gonna be so fucking good.
Nakamura!
The rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 10?
Something.
9. Wrestle Kingdom 9. The rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 9. Which Nakamura came out with a win in that one.
He did indeed.
There was a
Still the Intercontinental Champion.
beautiful, iconic fist bump at the end of it, which I really hope they replicate in some way. See,
Yeah.
the start of the match, it'd be
Oh,
great
yeah.
if they did it at the start of the match. Like,
Just like that kind of... But like they hesitated for a second. They were just kind of like staring each other down. And they just kind of went, fist bump. And then AJ was like, right, fist bump. But they kept it for a second or two.
yeah,
Just to be like, kind of like...
with the WrestleMania
But-
sign hovering in between the two of them.
Yeah, but then like the two of them just kind of look at the fists. They kind of looked at each other and like,
Ding ding, straight at a tie up. Let's go.
This is happening. Back to the corners though. Back to the corners. Ding, boom.
It's gonna be so good. It's one of these matches where I also don't care who wins,
But see,
because I
this
just
is-
know that all the satisfaction I need from this is going to come from the match alone.
See, this is the annoying part though. Who wins? Because
I'd like to see Shinsuke get a run with the title.
oh yeah,
But I'm just concerned that they've not exactly did a stellar job of booking him in the last year or so. And also, this AJ Styles run hasn't been great either, since he won the belt off Jinder.
hasn't been in the place to have a good run, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. Because he won the title. 2 weeks later, he had to lose to Brock Lesnar, but he had probably the best Lesnar match in the past fucking like 3 years. So that's already up in my books. The fact that Lesnar had a good match for once in his fucking life. Then who did he wrestle at the Rumble? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That was a blach match. Mm-hmm. Then at Fastlane, he had that 6-pack challenge. and it was a good match by all means. That was a fucking great match, but
He shouldn't be champion.
he shouldn't be champion. Twice he shouldn't be champion.
Yep.
And so now, like, I mean, see, admittedly, the kind of thing is, like, there's other people that've kind of noticed this that I'm gonna kind of steal a little bit, but it's the way that ever since the Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Nakamura's been cool, calm, collected. He's focused on WrestleMania, but AJ Styles has been very, you know, like overthinking everything.
Fucking loved his line on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. When this comes out, it'll have been 2 weeks ago. But you know what, AJ? You're going to beat me at WrestleMania. You should have more confidence in yourself. But yes, yes, I will.
That's the exact thing that, yeah, like AJ Styles, like, it almost feels now these days as if like AJ Styles is always second guessing himself. He always feels as if everything's out to get him. It almost feels as if he's going to turn heel again. Like almost in the same way that he turned heel the first time after the Shane McMahon thing.
No.
Like he just feels as if everything's getting to him.
No, he didn't turn heel, the Shane McMahon thing. It was heel long before that. It was heel on Raw.
Okay.
No, it wasn't heel on Raw.
No.
Was he heel on Raw?
No, I don't think he was. And then he came to
Yeah,
SmackDown
no,
and he
was.
kept getting screwed.
No. Yeah, but he was a heel at that point, though. Because it was him and Dean Ambrose that were feuding there, and AJ was the heel in that feud. And then AJ was heel pretty much all the way through to WrestleMania, had his match with Shane McMahon, and then turned face on the
No.
SmackDown after.
AJ and Dean were the main feud on SmackDown because that's where he won the WWE title. A
Yeah.
Backlash?
Yeah.
But you said that there... No, I'm sure he turned heel on SmackDown.
I'm sure he was always heel on SmackDown.
It was definitely heel when he won the belt, I'm sure. Or was he? Maybe he was... you know what? I can't fucking remember at this point.
I'm sure he was heel on SmackDown pretty much his entire run. With maybe the exception of the first few weeks. Up until WrestleMania last year, obviously. Because he was being whiny, fucking greeting faced AJ Styles.
So that was him turning...
And then...
Because he lost a couple of matches to Roman.
But his heel turn was long before the Shane... His full-on heel turn was long before the Shane McMahon match.
Yeah, no, like, I know that. Like, his heel turn was well before Shane McMahon, but... I feel as if it started at Royal Rumble when he lost to John Cena, because he was always constantly like, right, okay, give him a rematch, and Shane McMahon was like, well, I can't do that because see, in 2 weeks the Elimination Chamber's coming up. You'll be in the chamber, and then AJ Styles was like, no, I want my one-on-one rematch. And then after Bray Wyatt won the Elimination Chamber, AJ Styles was like, right, okay, I still have my one-on-one rematch. Give me my rematch.
I'm wrong. It wasn't Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles.
Roman?
It was in that feud. No, I'm confused. It was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose that were the feud at the draft. Because remember, Stephanie picked Dean Ambrose. No, sorry. Stephanie picked Rollins, and Shane picked Dean Ambrose.
And he was WWE champion at the time.
Yes, and he retained the title. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure AJ was already a heel when he went over.
Right. You know what?
Because was he not heel with the club?
Yeah.
Although they were getting cheered because of who they are, but they were supposed to be heels.
And Money in the Bank, he beat John Cena with the help of the club, and everybody was like, seriously. That was a bit stingy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was heel when he went over to SmackDown. But at the draft, he was heel. I'm sure of it.
No, because John Cena would have been on SmackDown at that point.
When was the draft?
I see. That's the thing. I don't know these dates exactly. That's the only annoying thing.
It was just before SummerSlam.
But I'm certain. Yeah, because they had the match at SummerSlam.
Because it was just before SummerSlam, because the Universal title was at SummerSlam, where Finn got injured.
Balor beat Flim Flam.
So that was maybe a month before then the draft, for talking sake, round about that.
Two, because Money in the Bank was the month before, and that's
No,
when
I don't think it was two.
No, it had to be because Money in the Bank the month before was the first Styles versus John Cena match, and the club helped him. Or well, no, actually, maybe you're right. Maybe that was when the whole roster was together.
It was, because remember Cena was drafted to SmackDown to begin with. I'm sure AJ was heel when he was drafted away.
Right, I'm interested to check this, but you know what? It has nothing to do with...
Well, see when we finish doing this mammoth recording session, we'll stick on the network and check it.
Yeah. Right, so, okay.
We'll report back.
Cut that out for now. We'll both cut that out.
Winner for me? I don't know. Nakamura.
Yeah, I have to say. I hate to say, because Edge has been a great champion, just because he ended the reign of fucking Jinder, which makes him 1,000,000,000% in my books. What else can I say?
Yeah. What I find really funny, before we started recording, said, right, how long are we going to go for this one? You said 45 minutes. I was like, it's WrestleMania, we'll go a bit longer. Maybe an hour to an hour and a half tops. Sorry, an hour to an hour and 15 tops.
Yep.
We've almost doubled the 45 minutes that we were originally aiming for.
Yeah. Fuck you, Andre the Giant Battle Royals. Because, that's the worst part. There's fucking these main event matches that we could potentially be talking about for fucking 25 minutes apiece. We spoke about the fucking Battle Royals more. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Not really, though, because the Battle Royals had a lot more to talk about. There's a lot more aspects to them.
There really is, kind of.
Do you know what I mean? There's... You've got debuts, returns, winners, spots. Do you know what I mean? There's so much to talk about.
That's why we've done 2 full episodes on booking Royal Rumble matches.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, whenever you're watching WrestleMania tomorrow, I'll be thinking about you whilst I'm in the crowd, which I'm fucking buzzing about. But I have been Chris motherfucking Hughes.
Any of yous that are in Preston? There might be. Or any of yous in England that might be travelling to Preston for PCW. By all means, I'm going to be there. Feel free to come up, buy me a drink. Maybe I'll buy you one back. We'll see how it goes. And Americans, love yous too. Here's a lucky bastards for having early WrestleMania. But anyway, wherever you're watching it, have a grizz on me. Have a drink on me. That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, don't ever say grizz on me again.
Yeah,
No, don't ever do that again.
Have a grizzink on me. Oh, C. No,
I still
you
need
did
to.
that first.
Ho.
C.